you guys have any like weird aunts or uncles?
Weird uncles, yeah.
Survives through the Malphite. He's going to turn and fight with the Static Storm. There's the Haunt coming in from Spectre. Arteezy goes on the backlines, goes on Fatter, then changes his mind, goes elsewhere. 33's Enigma already down. No Black Hole for this fight as a result of it. And EG just pulling back, playing on the high ground, kiting with their supports. They're going to now roll in, hit the stun on Fatter, go in with the Magnetize. That's going to catch out everyone. Can he get out of this one? The rolling boulder. He finds where the Remnant is, and Crit is just camping it. He needs to be careful. He's taking the tower. He doesn't even go to it, as Crit will survive the tower.
Pretty good, pretty good. How close is Roger to...
Oh, this is a big one.
Jeez.
The Atos down. Rams is going to get back up on the mallet. He is absolutely dead. Chaos getting a big kill, but now they may pay the price as VP. They have got the catch onto Weehaw. Sanity's Eclipse dropped down, draining the mana. Paralyzing cast will burn out, but Weehaw, hang on, they're turning it around. Weehaw's got the run of Atos. He's going to move in. There'll be a defensive Astral. Weehaw is still being beat down by Roger. They've got the Black Hole. They're controlling the only Weehaw. He's still alive. The left rank dead as well. Chaos, they're turning it around. Solo's gone. Oh!
Have you ever seen an actual curve? If you look out into that horizon, you're just seeing straight out all the way, baby. Can you really trust NASA? NASA's a big government agency. If the Earth is spinning thousands of kilometers an hour, how the heck are we not flying on?
They should be aware of the catapult running in.
Can Chaos start this fight? Can they initiate the Heavenly Grace onto Weehaw, allowing him to go forward, but the Primal Split's already on from Ramsey. Now Chaos, they've got to be careful. Static Storm's going to be popped down. They've got the GA, they're trying to look towards Pasha, but Pasha gets to do that onto HFN. They go for the Firefly as well, but the Glimpse will rip the Batrider away from the Gyro. They're still trying to retreat, they'll keep HFN alive, but VP, they're in and on top of them. HFN dies, double kill for no one to get the flag. This is the power of the Morph against the Gyro.
Hey there. Hey, Thomas. How are you doing today?
Pretty good.
Hey, today is the last day that we're doing this from the studio. We're gonna move to the Nexit. Do you have anything special planned for when we get to the Nexit?
The laptop is gonna go.
Oh, okay.
It's being replaced by actual humans.
Oh, are we gonna have a multiple person band?
Yeah.
Well, that sounds super hype. I hope it's gonna be just as hype as our games today. Let's get going. The start of day 7. Quite a few days already, but today is an important one. It's a big one. We're going to say goodbye to 2 more teams here at the CORSAIr DreamLeague Season 11. We're live here from the Monster Energy DreamHack Studios, and it is going to go down today. There's 2 more teams that will join us with the top 6 in the next set, and they will be decided today. It's going to be very exciting. We've got some super nice matchups for you guys. And to start the day off, let me get in my sidekick's direction, Slacks. It was me! Hey, Thomas! Woo! Booty tap. Hello. I'll wake him up. Oh.
God, it feels good to be in again, Sheever.
Yeah?
Loving life, loving everything.
Everything.
Everything and everybody.
That's important. Loving and enjoying life. We saw already. Okay. Maybe Maybe put the monster down.
They could never have enough here at the Monster Energy DreamHack Studios.
We cannot. We cannot ever have enough. We also cannot ever have enough people on this couch. So let's bring in Moxie and Gods.
Oh, yeah!
Hello.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Hi, Thomas.
Slack, Sheever. Got my Monster too.
Yeah!
I was going to make tea in the morning. I didn't have time, and, well, Monster have their own.
Indeed. But you're
Cruelty.
both going for the rehab flavor. Do you not know that there's also a pipeline punch?
That's Pipeline Punch doesn't have tea in it. I'm all about the morning tea.
I'm drinking 4 monsters today already.
There's also a juice one. There's also
Yeah, the mango locals, one of
Mango
my favorites
juice.
personally. I had that earlier.
All right, all right, all right,
Whoa, Chris!
Okay, all
Day
right.
7.
Let's get this day 7 started properly. This is indeed the last day that we're starting here from the studio, and we're gonna have a rest day tomorrow, and then on Friday we are moving to the next set. It should be super exciting. But first, today.
Yeah.
But before we start today, yesterday.
Aye.
That's right. That's the first topic of the day. Yesterday was an exciting day as well. Some found it a little bit more exciting than others. I would imagine that EG fans found it a little bit more exciting than Ninjas in Pyjamas fans, considering that Ninjas in Pyjamas got eliminated. Moxie, yesterday was a fun day of Dota 2, though.
It was. It was fun to watch both these teams go head to head. It was fun to see which teams were like super confident and excited, and which ones were like, we're just gonna, try. And the ones that tried hard, they did it.
VP was like, oh, we're going to try our best. And
Yeah.
their best was good enough, it turns out. So,
Yeah.
Yeah, we saw a super exciting Dota between VP and Chaos.
yeah.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Fighting all the time. Is that a new kind of meta trend, guys, that you think is going to be there?
It'll keep being there, and we've seen a decent amount of it. I think some teams more than others. I'd say particularly the teams coming out of China who are in the upper bracket. Keen Gaming, one of the most aggressive teams here at the tournament. So we'll see more of it, definitely at an exit.
Teams could stand to learn a little bit from Chaos. I think Virtus.pro learned from him. Right, Slacks?
Absolutely. They changed their style quite handedly after that first game that we
did.
saw yesterday. So pretty much every team is going in with high aggression Murder Town, and that's the kind of Dota I'm into. Let's go.
Let's go indeed.
Well, soon.
Should be soon. In about 20 minutes. Don't worry, don't worry. We'll get there. We'll get there. First, though, there are some developments that have happened. One of them is an announcement that happened yesterday, and that is that the CORSAIr DreamLeague Season 11 is partnering up with Pokemon Go, and that means that if you are coming to the next set coming weekend, then you have a chance of catching more rare Pokemon.
Nani? Pokemon? How did they get this together, bro? Is that gonna be Detective Pikachu?
What? No, that is not Detective Pikachu.
Okay. What kind of Pokemon would DreamLeague be? I mean, is there a panda Pokemon these days?
I'm sure there is.
There's a lot of
There's a lot of. They're always coming up with new Pokemon too.
Yeah.
There's a new Pokemon coming out later this year.
That's right. Have you seen the
Generation.
new starters, bro?
Yeah.
They got a monkey and a bunny. And a little tadpole. I don't know their names.
But you can't catch them this weekend, but you can catch some other rare ones.
Bring your Pokeballs.
Yeah, there'll be I hope you're in there in Pokemon form.
What?
What would a Sheever Pokemon be?
She'd be like an Eevee or some other boring ass one.
Oh, Eevee is cute. What are you talking about?
Exactly.
I was about to say, like, that's so cute.
Precisely. An Eevee can be anything that it wants to be.
What about the lightning pony?
Lightning pony.
Or the fire pony?
Ponyta.
Ponyta? You think you could be Ponyta? Gods would be a Geodude.
This guy's like the punch.
Just because these little like scrawny arms that reach out and punch.
I mean, I'm not trying to insult you or anything, but when I look at like your face, it's got like the Geodude kind of look, and then I imagine your head.
Okay. All right.
And Moxie could be who's that? No, the girl, Mr. Mime.
Jinx?
Jinx!
What?
The Ice Queen.
The Ice Queen.
What? That's not nice.
She has
talking about what Jinx
elemental powers.
It can be, Frozen girl.
And I
Elsa.
could be Jigglypuff. My greatest dream.
Snorlax. All right. Next topic. Another development in the world of gaming in this time. It is the Google Stadia that was announced yesterday, and there were a couple of people not impressed, a couple of people hyped, not hyped. I'm just here to gouge how excited we are for this. In case you missed it, this is a new a service from Google that includes hardware. We obviously already knew from a leaked controller earlier on in the year, but this hardware allows you to stream games and to play them streamed. As in, not streaming in terms of live streaming, but streaming as if you were watching a movie, but then you're playing the game via the streaming like that. There's been some people worried about data packages and people having not enough internet to stream 4K games. There's been a lot of talk, and I think that the general thought was too far ahead of its time. Moxie, what was your initial thought about Google Stadia?
Well, I was reading up about it a little bit last night, and I know like one of the biggest concerns right now actually is the fact that like Google already controls so much of our lives, right? Or allegedly controls so much of our lives. But whenever you do a search or if you have a Google Home product and things, like it's very integrated for a lot of people. A lot of people every day, you have Google as part of it. So now all of a sudden for streaming, games and such as well, and you don't actually have a console anymore. You don't get to actually purchase these games, I guess, or you're getting the licensing of it so that you can play it, but you don't actually control it, right? So people are getting a little nervous that they're just too invasive now and that you're losing more and more control over the actual like products in your life. And then of course they're going to know every single game that you play and microtransactions.
I must say, Valve already knows all that stuff about me.
Google knows my search history, my emails. Whatever, they already have it. They can take it, do it.
If I'm talking about roller skates, just in the casual conversation, the next day I'll have commercials for roller skates on my
You have commercials for roller skates right now, I bet, too.
Yes.
Yep.
Scary.
Instagram advertising is crazy like that.
Yeah.
I'm just like, 30 minutes after I do a Google search, suddenly there's an ad for something. I'm just...
For those body pillows, right, guys?
Yes, body pillows.
What do you think of Google Stadia, Jake?
Well, first off, it sounds like some kind of disease you'd get for banging an animal or something. Stadia? That sounds disgusting. I got Google Stadia. Gross. Anyway, secondly, what is it, gaming Netflix? I think it's hype as hell. Hell yeah. Anything to give Steam competition so that they update artifacts sounds dope to me. Let's go. Put the pressure on those bastards. Stadium. Google Stadium.
It's not a stadium.
Who cares?
All right. Okay. Well, I'm glad I got your thoughts on that. It's time to move on and focus a little bit more on the Dota, because today we still have 8 teams left in the competition. And with that being said, let's take a look at the following video.
准备的时间应该没有太多，但是一定会全力以赴打好每场比赛。
I think that our team plays better in a stadium. Sometimes you get to hear from the crowd and meet your fans and stuff. That actually gives you a lot of motivational support.
Every team playing in this tournament are really scary. Teams that we expected to be really strong, like Secret, VP, and EG, are all in the lower brackets. There aren't gonna be any easy games.
我们准备了，就是有一段时间吧，希望在这次Major能拿到一个好的成绩。
I think to get to the arena, we're gonna need to just focus on one opponent at a time, take it one day at a time, and just study. I think we're at where we need to be. Now we just need to study for our opponents and make the right choices, what we want to do.
We're in the stage where we're bouncing back. We lost, obviously, and then we looked at what went wrong. Maybe we learned a lot from that series, so now we're on the upswing, I would say. So hopefully we win our next series as well, and then we get to play in front of the crowd.
This tournament is so hard for us maybe 15 for lose, 15 for win, but we try our best for you friends.
What happened in the winner bracket was kind of like a fluke for us and a bad day, and we're gonna fix that and go through the low bracket and win everything.
A lot of motivation to get to play in front of the crowd in the Annexit. Indeed, we're going to see a matchup where one matchup at a time versus they just want to go win the next one, going to play in front of the crowd. Zai, of course, versus Moo there in the video. And I think in terms of the teams that are left in here, the 8 teams, I guess the team names aren't too surprising, Moxie. It's more like the position that they are in.
Oh, absolutely. I don't think we expected to see, you know, Secret and EG and VP, like all these guys in the lower bracket. They're usually, you know, going through the top. But here they are now. It's making for some great Dota for us for these couple days.
Mm-hmm. Jake, what are you looking forward to most?
Whoa, geez, what a question. I like it when the big teams get knocked out, especially ones that are already guaranteed to be going to TI.
Yes.
It makes the tournament more exciting. So I hope that many of these already guaranteed teams to be going there are knocked out. We see some new blood, and that is certainly something that very well could happen at this major.
We get Keen versus Fnatic, and the winner of that is top 3.
That's great.
And top 3 at a major will probably get you to TI. It's not going to like lock you in guaranteed right now, but down the track it will probably be enough points. So that's a big deal.
Yeah, definitely a big chance if you get that top 3 indeed. Today, of course, we have 2 series. 3 of the 3 teams, the 3 teams that have already qualified for TI are playing today. So we're gonna have at least one of them still make it to the main stage, but of course J Storm. We'll see how hungry they are. They're the team that I think I speak for everybody when I say that they're kind of the underdogs here. People weren't expecting to see them in the top 8.
They've turned some heads around.
Yeah.
A lot of people look to them as, you know, the number 3 team in NA behind EG and then maybe slightly behind Forward, but it's Forward who look to be in disarray and J Storm who look pretty damn solid. Moo's playing great Dota. Everyone's playing great Dota. It's great to see it.
Yeah, it is great to see, and we're going to see it, of course, in about 10 minutes' time, at least for a first matchup. But first, of course, as every time, there is a community topic. Thank you for sending in all your suggestions.
Yes.
And let's see what you chose this time. What's the deal with anime? Why is it a thing? Well, I think you just insulted a lot of the people watching. Why is it a thing?
Why is it a thing?
Well, firstly, do any of us watch anime?
I do.
Okay, you're in
Sometimes. I watch Spirited Away.
Okay.
Yeah.
Howl's Moving Castle.
Oh, yes. I watched
Ghibli.
Yeah, there's like a lot of the Dragon Prince. Actually, anime is just animated things. Animated stories.
Wow.
And in that case... Well,
more you know. Sorry.
Well, no, everything that is animated, so every kind of cartoon you watched when you were a kid is an anime. Or would you say it's a style?
I mean, I think anime in today's culture is like
more like the
different
Japanese
subculture of animated, like animated TV series, and then there's anime. Anime is a thing of its own little beast. And Jake,
I need to be really careful about what I say.
You stand to lose a lot of fans.
I really do.
Yeah.
And I feel like I'm going to explode, but I'm not going to say any. Moxie, take over.
Well, I mean, like think back to when anime first started getting popular in the US. It was a lot of Dragon Ball Z and Sailor Moon, which, you know, it was a very specific style. And I think a lot of people thought anime was more referring to like the art style, right? So technically, you know, all cartoons are considered, you know, it could be considered anime, like you were saying, because it's an animated show.
Yeah.
But I think nowadays it is definitely more talking about very specific
Japanese
style, certain
normally.
you know, genres, tropes, stuff like that. Because generally animated stuff, well, it's changed a lot actually over the years. But when we were young, animation was for kids, and anime has not always been for children.
I hate it! I hate anime!
Couldn't hold it in anymore.
I hate it! Every experience in my life that's had anime has been miserable.
Have you watched a movie called Your Name?
Yeah.
That is supposed
It's
like
disgusting.
it was
That movie's disgusting. I was watching it for every single anime. There's some kind of weird sexual thing.
What? This was not. No.
I was watching that movie for 5 minutes.
Excuse me. Are you not the one that used to watch something with his sister?
That was not my choice. Listen, first 5 minutes of What's Your Name, and they swap bodies, and they're like middle schoolers, and they're like discovering their body. Get that shit out of here, dude.
Did anime ever hurt you? It sounds.
Yes.
Okay.
Many different. But I had 2 older sisters, and they made me watch Sailor Moon every day.
Hey, Jay,
I hate Sailor Moon.
Do you like Pokemon?
Well, that's a game.
It's an anime.
A TV series
It's
based
an anime.
on an anime.
Yeah.
Who cares? They ruined it. They could make an anime out of this couch right now, and they'd ruin it.
I would watch that.
I hate anime. I hate everything about it. It paints a world of mystery and magic that none of us can achieve. Did you know that?
How's that different to like any other fiction?
Yeah.
Harry Potter? You
No,
hate Harry Potter?
They at least have to use CGI for that.
So CGI okay, anime not okay.
No.
Okay.
It's always had. I hate
Fantasy novels, you know, all that stuff. June, Tolkien, all this.
What about Dota 2?
Lord of the Rings? You got a problem with Lord of the Rings?
Dota 2. Anime.
Dota 2, yes.
The lore.
What if they made a
What about the lore, Slacks?
It's not anime
What if they
unless
made
something sexually and
No, that's
disgusting
not how that
happens.
works.
That's
What if they
totally
made a Dota 2
different.
anime and there was something awkward and sexual that happened? Would you
Of
hate
course
it?
there would be.
They
Okay,
made a
guys.
Dota 2 anime. They did.
I
Thank
can't
you.
take it. I hate it.
Thank you. We will go move on. You know, ease Slacks is suffering for a little bit, and the first step to doing that
Can we
is
leave now?
remove the commentators
Thank
from
God.
the couch. Yes.
Bye,
Marketing
guys.
gods.
Good
We'll
luck,
see you
Sheever.
for Daystorm
Good luck, Thomas.
and Secret.
When I was a kid, I tried to go in the anime club, and they wouldn't let me in because I didn't watch anime, but I was lonely. They said I couldn't
That
watch
is
it.
Some trauma
Until I
there.
watched a certain one called Buko No Something, and it was disgusting.
That is, yeah, don't watch that. That is, nope. Let's not mention those. Good point. Okay, we move on. And the person that can definitely save us from this topic is Mr. Lizard.
Oh, great. The weeb comes.
The weeb?
He loves anime.
How dare you?
Come on, guys.
Yeah.
Thanks, Thomas.
The only thing I share with you, Slacks, that's
What?
the common hatred for weebs and anime. So please,
What's
sir.
with the hate, you guys?
What do you mean, what's with the hate?
We're a wholesome family show.
All right.
If you want to have a wholesome family, you need to stop watching anime.
No. Okay, let's move on. Let's go for the Dota, okay?
Okay.
Let's watch some results of all the Dota that's been taking place over the last 6 days. That's right. This is already day 7. The first 2 days, of course, were group stages. That's how everybody got seeded into this magnificent double elimination bracket. And we already have 4 teams in the upper bracket. They are waiting for us at the exit. And then we also have 4 teams in the lower bracket, 2 of which will go home today. You excited, Lizard?
It's crazy that 2 of these teams have to go home already.
Yeah.
Honestly, when you look at this lower bracket, it's definitely the underdog tournament, right? Like, lower bracket Secret, lower bracket VP. What? What?
They've done enough.
They've done enough?
They've done enough. They're ready to go. They're just in it for the money. They're not in it for the points anymore.
Oh.
I completely understand.
They're in it to stay on top of the game. All teams, their goal is TI. And to win TI, you got to be on top of your game. You can't slack. You can't, well, unless you're OG, you can't just turn up at the last second and decide, hey, let's play TI. That's not how that works unless you're OG.
Well, unless you're Anna.
Unless you're Anna.
That's actually how it does work for him. I don't know. I mean, seriously, I think there is merit in trying to not win every tournament before TI.
So you don't burn yourself out, or?
Don't burn yourself out. Don't give enemies the chance to study your replays and your stuff. You make sure that you make a big chunk of money, place in top 8, top 6. You bow out a little bit.
Yep.
Bide your time.
But when do you start again?
TI.
That's not good enough. But let's start talking about this first matchup, because we do have J-Storm versus Team Secret. And to kick things off, let's hear from Demon.
Hello, I'm Lizard, and I'm here with the coach of J-Storm, Demon. Can you tell me, like, how did you prepare for this game? What do you think about the meta? Just the casual, normal stuff.
We had a projector. Fear was, using a lot of voice chat lines and prepping for the match, seeing if his all chat lines work well. So
that's very important, right?
Yeah.
If the voice lines are correct.
Yes.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome, man.
The voice lines, they gotta be on point.
Hell yeah.
I mean, tilting the enemy is a big factor.
You think all these people get this high without having Dota Plus so they can't spam that all chat laugh?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, lizard.
I don't know what you're talking
When
about.
are you gonna get Dota Plus, lizard?
I got it.
When are you gonna stop watching anime and get Dota Plus?
Oh,
like a
okay.
grown-up?
Dude.
Lizard, J-Storm.
That's the worst things you could have said to me.
Lizard, J-Storm, you have a player you would like to highlight?
Of course I do. I just want to highlight Moo.
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 Don't you play that sound
Play
again.
that. Come on, product. There we go. Look at that guy. Look at that first
Why
hero.
him? Why
Look
him?
at that first hero. You see those jaws in that top heroes list? Do you see that lifestealer? I don't want to see any of that Slark from him though. But that lifestealer, if it goes through, honestly, like the way he plays it, the amount of pressure that every team tried to put on him, and he still gets that Radiance early on. He still gets that Midas super early on. It just carries his team if he gets that hero. So.
Ah,
not
yes,
bad.
very good. I forgot. I've been talking about J-Storm so much. I highlighted Moo, I highlighted Fear, I highlighted Ryo, March, and now it's day 4F. Go with the 4F.
The offlane boy.
There he is, the offlaner 4F. Offlane is a really tricky wicket in this meta right now. Sometimes it means a lot, sometimes it don't mean jack. But 4F means it's going to mean something in all of his games. He's always playing that Pango, that Darkseer.
He actually plays those heroes that make it or break it as well. Like, as
that's
you
what I'm
said,
saying.
yeah. Like Pango, if he has a good lane, if he has a good start, like the start of the game, then he can roll out of control later on. Same with the Necro. If he's not countered, even when they counter him, he does so well.
Yeah, I'm actually expecting to see a Necro in this series.
I would not be surprised. Would not be surprised indeed. So Lizard talked to Demon earlier, but he also caught up with the coach of Secret, Sunby.
Hello everyone, I'm here with the coach of Team Secret. Can you tell me, what do you feel about J-Storm? Do you think you got this?
I think we should be able to beat them, but I mean, I don't know, this team has lost to, in the past, Infamous, so could never underestimate. I think we just have to play well and boring answers, but yeah, just gotta do well and hope to do well.
This is the most professional interview so far. Thank you a lot.
Always,
No voice
bubbling up
lines.
from confidence there, that Sunby. You just hope to do well.
Yeah, Sunby don't play, dude. He's a serious bro. There's a lot of jokesters on Team Secret, and Sunby is just there, staring at him with that face.
Yeah, he can stare for another minute longer. We'll be right back after the break.